right away. I'm going to talk and you can watch. I've already built the first 5 legs here up for you on BetMGM. All right. So you welcome yourself in. You hit the thumbs up button. If you're brand new, don't worry, subscribe. If you've been here since day one, thank you. We pushed to 100K for the start of the NFL and college season. With that said, we're going to hit every baseball game today on Sunday. But just want to remind you, if you're brand new to BetMGM, this is it. I'm going to build this parlay here for you, or you can just take the first play, whatever you want. It's up to $1,000 back. So just think about that. Okay, 21 or older, yeah. Gambling problem, I'll call 1-800-GAMBLER. Yeah, I don't have to worry about that. And this guy's built me already a 5-leg parlay, so I should be good, right? I should be good to go. Absolutely. And, I'll tell you a little secret, just a small, if I can, just a small little secret here. You might be already on BetMGM, but maybe you're not on another book. Maybe, just maybe, you're not on the FD, the DK, the CS. It's okay. We've got links below there too for you. All right? Now, with that said, we breeze through this stuff, so you don't have to worry about, he's taking forever to get to the picks. It's an under 9. By the way, shout out to Prize Picks, because this is really the highlight of the night, right? Like, this is it. This was the highlight of the night, by all means. The better fight by a mile happened in Major League Baseball, and I don't even think it was close. Who had the better right hook? Was it coming from baseball or coming from a sham fight? I think Ramirez was just better with the right. That was a hook. And you know what? At least Ramirez fought another baseball player, unlike Jake Paul fighting MMA guys who are like Rich Hill level old. Can we do any better than that? With that said, everybody's expecting some offense, some power, all this stuff. It's a Peacock game. It's in Cleveland. Let's slow down here. We're going to comfortably ride under 9 and not really worry about it too much. All right? So we move and start, at least, in this early action. Wake up early to see two teams not fight, remember, because it ain't going to, nothing's happening in this game the day after that. I can tell you that. Not going to see another fight in this one. Nobody wants to get suspended long-term, etc. Next up, really? Do you need analysis on this play? Seriously. Where are you in your betting life that you need analysis on this? The Mets have lost, 8 of 9? It might even be worse than that, to be honest with you. They're so bad, and they're not even fielding a team that's interested in winning. It's just interested in seeing if guys can play. Or it's just riding this thing out, this bloated season out. Nope. We're not going to waste a lot of time just so I can talk. Seriously. I'd rather you sign up at BetMGM and do some other stuff. Astros on the money line. Now it gets interesting, right? Urquidy is on the hill. And I'm just not willing to trust Carlos Rodon here. It's a big ask for a guy who, and look, neither one of these guys, to be fair to their limited involvement here with their respective teams for different reasons, but still, neither one of these guys is striking a lot of guys out in volume. The K can get there, but it's not really something that you would, wow. This is going to be more of a hitter's game, and I understand that with Judge back, the Yankees are a different dynamic. But we like Houston to out-hit Carlos Rodon versus New York to do that to Urquidy. At least Houston in the first 5. Huge disappointment yesterday in that loss to the Yankees with Verlander on the mound. And there's not really much you can say about the bats just being held quiet by Nestor Cortez. I don't think it happens 2 straight games now with Rodon on the hill. I'm willing to take the Astros. You can shop this, see if you can get it at even money on Odds Shopper. We're going to go the Astros. Oh, there you go. 2 plays in a row. Right for you. Let's start here with Kansas City. Phillies get a revenge game, if you will. which is nice to see because that was a terrible loss on Friday with Aaron Nola on the hill. So now on Sunday, you start to think, all right, well, this pitching matchup here at least, you're not going to get anything better than Taijuan Walker at this point outside of Wheeler, at least more consistent. Zach Greinke is just so bad, so bad. Phillies are over 2-1 home favorites on the money line. Still, bullpen issues. The fact that Walker essentially has to be perfect in order to keep this up, I don't mean literally, but I'm just saying close to it. The Royals have already snuck in and got one here. I think you can look at that. It's still minus 105. Shop this. You could probably get it at even money on Odd Shopper. But the Royals on the run line, especially deeper in this game, Phillies needed to come from behind. Watch. It's just the nature of how things are. They had a big exhale on Saturday, but I don't think that carries over to a dominant blowout performance. So we'll take the Phillies and Royals, KC plus 1.5. All right. Reds minus 1.5. We keep it moving. I'm showing you what we have here. Parlay. Look, you can put up to $1,000. Doesn't have to be, right? It can be $10. If you want to put $10 in, you'll win $230 profit back. $10 for 230. You can post that on Twitter. You want to add? Keep adding. Keep adding all the way up to 1,000. Reds at home will lay the 1.5. Reds starting a guy, calling him up now, starting him, returning, all the different reasons why. We're not worried about how fast it takes a team like Washington to turn around and a guy like Leon Richardson. Jake Irvin, on the other hand, is the bigger concern. Cincinnati should get to the walloping of Jake Irvin. Big ask normally for Cincinnati on the road, stuff like that. In this case, you're dealing with a guy 18 to 9-7, really 17-7 to 9-7, you want to be exact. But he's getting hit. He's not striking people out. And he's dabbing a little salt of a walk. Absolutely. I don't want any part of that. So Cincinnati at home now becomes a really viable play because they can get to Jake Irvin. And look, we'll see how long Richardson lasts in this game. Bullpen comes in. It's a little bit easier than a guy in Irvin who just gets rocked, and now you have to settle. You essentially have to slow down and settle right now. That's tough when you're down 4 or 5 runs. Tyler Glasnow is on the hill at Detroit. K rates there. Matt Manning on the other side. Remember, Manning comes off a pretty good one, or at least with us the last time we had Matt Manning on here. He and Dane Dunning were both guys on the same slate. I thought that was interesting. I don't know why. It wasn't just name alliteration, but it probably was. Matt Manning, look, this guy should, on paper, get knocked around. But maybe it's a confidence builder. I don't know. You want to look on the other side first because it's a little easier here. Glasnow comes in, should be in complete control. Yeah, the 4 runs. Okay, he did get work. I mean, he was out there for 6 innings. I guess I thought it was a little bit better. 6 and 6. Last two outings. 4 runs, 7 runs. Here's the thing. I'm going to go under 8 here because Tampa Bay could actually win this game 6-1. Tampa Bay could win this game 7-0. I don't know how long of a leash Matt Manning is going to have in this game, but the Tampa Bay Rays, with their ability to turn on a guy like Manning and Tyler Glasnow on the hill, who can get significant bunch Ks. And again, we pinpoint Detroit, not because they're losers like the Royals, oh, technically we had, but this one is just a really difficult matchup. And while Glasnow is not perfect, he has struggled in certain areas or just isn't as dominant maybe as the K in certain areas. This game stays under. Detroit can't get to him. Tampa will on the other side. It'll stay under 8. Pittsburgh, Milwaukee, this one, wow. extra innings needed. And how about that one, right? Like extra innings needed in a game in which Pittsburgh comes in as what? Similar here, where Milwaukee is laying 210. I think Pittsburgh was the one who was getting 210. And it looks like things have changed on that one, right? Man. But, all right, you've got Gallen and Keuchel. No, wait, that's Pitt. That's the next one. This one, Oviedo and Woodruff. I wonder, just because Pittsburgh already has done this and Pittsburgh has played tight in this series, right down to losing by a run in extras. You look at Brandon Woodruff, who is coming back now. It's what we've expected. Are you getting a lot from him in this game? How much? Because if you're banking that you're getting 6 2/3, 7 innings from Brandon Woodruff, then I think you can find an angle to lay 1.5. He's gone 6 in his first start. This is it. His first back since April. So I don't anticipate, right? I mean, we're looking at that before he got hurt. I don't anticipate him getting 6 innings. I think you can still reason out here 2 things. You can put a small unit on Pittsburgh on the money line. No problem there. I think there's some value, especially as this game gets deeper without Woodruff on the hill. The other side of this, though, is to just go right back to this and say, yeah, I mean, you may not need that 1.5 runs, or it simply may come down to what we saw last night. A team winning in extra innings by a run, mind you. Or Milwaukee coming back and winning this game. Absolutely feasible. This is the pitching matchup that I was talking about. Sorry. This is the one, Dallas Keuchel. Minnesota just throwing this game away, huh? That's all right. Look, the Diamondbacks, it's probably a bigger thing here with Gallen, just his level of domination that we've seen. So few mistakes when it comes to just pitching around counts, giving up walks, specific. Contact is a little iffy here. It really is a little iffy. 26-5 K to walk rate, just beautiful. Thing of beauty. Dallas Keuchel is so bad, man. So bad. I don't know how he turns that around. And Arizona will wear you down. And it doesn't even need to be 5-6 innings in which they wear you down. Runs can come in the process of wearing you down. But yeah, we're going to go the Diamondbacks minus 150. Absolutely minus 150. Told you about, by the way, all of this together. First bet back, BetMGM. You're also getting 2 free months of the Discord. Now, I didn't put this up yet at the time of recording this, but we just destroyed Saturday. Just absolutely destroyed. Bunch of K props, a parlay or two, big 3. We snuck in there. I mean, it's live. And you get 2 free months of Eric Lindquist. 2 free months. You could say, yo, man, I was on that video, man, that YouTube video, man, and you said this thing, man, and I don't even know what you said, man, but it was so fucking funny, man. So thank you, man. Thank you, man. You can do whatever you want there. It's your home for 2 months. Nobody's going to kick you out. We may ask for some money at the end of 2 months, but it's yours. Come on, cuz we're hitting everything. All right. Braves on the road. We'll take it. We'll take it. This is a system repeat. All right. Nonstop. What more are you really going to do here? Oh, we got to get into that St. Louis game. We skipped over that. Don't worry. That's just not on the board right yet. Justin Steele is going to look. The Cubs actually have the better of the pitching matchup. Who has the better team? Who's going up against a team in a better environment? Chicago at home or Atlanta on the road? This is the Braves all day, folks. All day. They're going to hit. They're going to get to Justin Steele. Well, nobody gets to Steele with the 26. No, I don't care. Braves on the road right now, anything less than minus 130 seems fair. I'd go ahead and shop this on the Yacht Shopper Premium tool. I'll even give you 70% off your first month. What is that? No. I don't smell a screen share quite yet, but it's coming. Braves, Cubs, come on. Let's go back to this one here. We'll get to the trusty site because we skipped over this. Oh, Rockies and Cardinals. Well, we already know about how bad Austin Gomber is. Let's check out Zach Thompson, see what he's done over the past couple of days. Well, this is not great. This is not good. He's an opener. And when he gets tagged, this dude gets tagged. I know, well, only one time in the last 3, and you start to go back here and say, well, what happened? Well, yeah, it's been a little bit. You see sporadic, up, down, injury, what have you. Just not a good pitcher overall. So we go back to this game in St. Louis, 2 teams still below 50 wins. St. Louis just horrific at home. The lean here would be the over. At the very least, the lean here would be the over first 5, but I think overall the lean here is the over, folks. Expect some runs to come in droves in this game. Will you move on? Miami, Texas. Is that the next one too? Yeah, look at that. And we got the last. Oh, we got them all right through Sunday night. Just making sure. Marlins, Rangers, Texas. Good call. Shout out to the news god pulling that one off on the Discord. So hopefully you were there. I was there for it. Hopefully. That's why we want you there. Heaney's on the hill. Marlins team got some Ks involved. Sandy Alcantara, though, not really the strikeout wizard that we've seen. I think Heaney has a shot to do something here from a K perspective. I would be interested in his number. If I were Eric Lindquist, I might lock that up. But I think right now, for me, it's more just a matter of where can I get the best value? Can I get this at minus 125? Could I get that at minus 125? Probably not. Alcantara, I think, is still a popular name that might scare some people away. I think a lot of people are going to either just jump on the minus 135 or stay away from it. Maybe they think, oh, man, Alcantara, maybe the books know something, plus 110. No. He's a public bet. And you can, look, a lot of this is just set on number anyway, so I don't want to go into some deep conspiracy theory when lines are drawn from actual statistic more than anything else, at least to open. But by the time we're here at plus 110 and it's moved to whatever, I think the better value here is just Texas getting to Alcantara, who has not been great, who has barely been good at times. But a lot of people will look at this and think, well, what am I missing that it's only plus 110 and it's Sandy Alcantara? Nothing. Go with the Rangers. And if that number is too high to lay, which it's not for me, but I think the better push here is to get plus 155 for Texas opening this thing up. Couple more. Seattle, Angels. LA's hosting. It's amazing that they just can't run Ohtani every 3 days at this point. Treat this like a playoff push. That's all I would do. Chase Silseth. Really? Chase Silseth. Okay. On the other side, you got Bryce Miller, and the books are basically with the VIG telling you flip a coin. Both of these guys, not to be trusted. Silseth throws 5 pitches. Heater a lot, as you can imagine. Bryce Miller, probably too much. Bryce Miller is going to get cranked throwing that seamer, that 4-seamer, 65.5%. And with the EV at 92, the hard hit 44.7, it's only a matter of time. Oof. Take the Angels at home. I'll take the lack of knowledge of Chase Silseth over the fact that Bryce Miller is just going to get tuned up. That's all. Giants, A's. How about the A's, man? Wow. Really? I very, very shocked that Oakland won that game, let alone was able to hang in there for the majority of it. Is that going to happen again? Are you willing to take him 2 times in a row to win this series outright? Outright. No. That's fine if you don't trust the Oakland A's. Alex Cobb on the hill for the Giants seems about right. Do they just turn back around and smash? No, I mean, Luis Medina, these guys are pretty equal as far as marginal pitchers. The batting average, batting average, much better for Medina than Cobb. That's about it. I tell you, as crazy as this may sound, I think you can still see a pathway where Oakland is hanging in this game. It would probably be a lower scoring game with the case, and that's fine. I think Medina is there to pitch to contact and at least limit some base runners, not get torn to shreds by any means. We'll take them. We'll take them at +1.5, -105. Last but not least, take the Dodgers. Just take the Dodgers. Jump in here. Don't waste any time. The matchup just favors right now with Lynn on the mound. Absolutely. The K rate's there. I understand there's been concerns with home runs, but you've got Rich Hill on the other side. The battle of newbies, and the best thing to do here would be to take the Dodgers. You let me know in the comment section. As always, that's open. At Shander Shows, how you get me on Twitter. We run through every game we can. I would strongly suggest ending this thing with the Dodgers. That's what I got for you. This is also what I got for you. 2 free months of the Discord. Yeah, I get it. We've got other books, other stuff, what have you, but why don't you jump in there? Why don't you jump in there? And why don't you have a fantastic Sunday?